Right. Okay. So um, we will be delayed for a few more minutes. The Minister of Education, Jamaica, is on her way, and protocol requires that we honor her. So we will just wait a few more minutes. So should start at 6:30. We'll have some music in the meantime, and then we will begin at that particular time. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah. Nothing. Hello. Hello. How come no people? Stop it. Hold on. Hello. Hello. Tell me if you get anything on to you could probably just be mad. Hello? Anything? Hello? Hello?
You check this.
Hello? Yeah. Hello?
Hey, Nicole, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, so we heard you, just that your microphone is low.
A little better?
Yes.
Much better?
All right, at least we can hear, so.
Yes, all right, great. Hearing me good?
Nicole? Is there any way to increase the volume? Or just speak again and we'll see if we have an improvement.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
So
Okay, someone says loud and clear online, but we're not hearing in the room now.
Okay,
Speak again, Nicole, please.
yes, good evening,
Oh,
everyone.
he's speaking, but
Good evening, everyone.
I can see you speaking, but there's some interference on our side while we're not hearing you.
Okay,
But as soon as the minister arrives, then we will begin.
yes,
So we're at 6:33. So in another 2 minutes, we will begin.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh. One. Okay, Nicole, I'm sorry. Please just continue to speak with us. We want to hear you badly.
No worries. Yes, I'm here again. Hearing me?
There seems to be a short or something. Yeah, because she just came in and chipped back out.
I'm here. We're hearing you loud and clear.
She has a technical staff there, so I think he's assisting her.
Well, we are here. Our end is pretty good. People are hearing us online and we're hearing you clearly.
You need to type it in the chat. Type it in the chat so they'll know that doesn't came online, the problem by them.
We're hearing feedback. If someone is online and your microphone is on, kindly mute. For those persons who are in the rooms, kindly put your phone on silent so we can minimize this. You begin. She's outside. So the minister is here. So we will begin in about a minute.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, the gentleman is speaking, but it's not clear.
Who gentlemen, there's only me at the mic. I'm the only person at the mic right now.
Good evening, everyone. Kindly stand and welcome Minister Fable Williams. Thank you so much for joining us. Good evening. Or we may sit. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us, both here in Jamaica, in Trinidad, and online. This is the closing ceremony of the Caribbean Youth Fellowship, second iteration. We are so happy to be here. We're so happy of what we have achieved within the last 5 months. And so, without any further ado, we will move with our program, and we will begin by singing the national anthems of both countries. Kindly stand. The national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago will be played first. Thank you. You may be seated. Again, we want to welcome the Honorable Favor Williams, Minister of Education and Youth of Jamaica, our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Severin, Campus Registrar, Althea Gordon, other members of the Global Campus Executive Management Team, Roger Mitchell, representative of the International Republican Institute, who is the grant funder of this wonderful and esteemed program, our other specially invited guests, our CYF2 participants. We are so happy to be here. We want to also recognize family and friends and well-wishers who are online. So we will now ask Ms. Nicole Romani, the project liaison in Trinidad and Tobago, to say the invocation.
O supreme being and guiding light, we thank you for the opportunity to learn, develop, and change. We acknowledge you as all powerful and loving. And with grateful hearts, we come before you this evening to celebrate and reflect on the journey of leadership and learning. We ask you to grant us the courage to overcome obstacles that may come our way as we empower our youths to be agents of change. We believe that challenges make us stronger, and we rely on you to give us clarity and wisdom when we encounter crossroads. We thank you for the collaboration between the UWI Global Campus and the International Republican Institute to empower our youths and strengthen our region with positive changes in the systems that impact us all. We remain grateful, and to you we give glory and praises.
Amen. We'll continue in that vein and we'll ask Leon Sams, the CYF participant from the Governance and Democracy Campaign Group, to come with that opening performance. so much, Leon, for that wonderful piece, that wonderful performance. And it is important that when we establish our community engagement or national development projects, that inclusivity is at the heart of it. And we see that if we choose to, there are no barriers for which every segment can be included and have a voice. Thank you so much. Just to share that Mr. Sam is the director of the Caribbean Christian Center for the Deaf. And he has begun to make the change, and we hope that being a part of this project will further enhance the work that you are doing for the deaf community. Thank you so much. We will now go to our messages, and our first should be Dr. Francis Severin, the Vice Chancellor and Principal of the Global Campus. Unfortunately, he was not able to make it today. So we are so grateful that we have Campus Registrar Althea Gordon to give his message. Please make her welcome.
Thank you so much. The Honorable Favour Williams, Minister of Education, Youth and Information, Jamaica. Mr. Roger Mitchell, Resident Program Manager, Haiti and the Caribbean International Republican Institute. And of course, my principal, Dr. Francis Severin, who is unavoidably absent. Members of the senior management crew team who might be online, and our lovely director, and participants of the Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program. Ladies and gentlemen, it's wonderful to be here this evening. Thank you very much. I'm reading the principal's message this evening, and I know he is sorry to be absent. On behalf of the Global Campus Senior Management Team and on my own behalf, I offer warm and hearty greetings to you, colleagues, friends, well-wishers, and a special good evening to the participants of the Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program. I wish at the onset to express my thanks to Ms. Sarita Buchanan. Ms. Sarita Buchanan, Head Social Work Training and Research Center, for inviting me to offer greetings at this evening's closing ceremony. I always look forward to the enriching and exciting initiatives organized by the Social Work Training and Research Center because they bear the boon of adding value to our societies in the long term by providing these societies with citizens who are impatient with social, economic, and political decadence, and who are anxious to give back in practical ways to human welfare, wellness, and security. I am pleased to see the conclusion of yet another important and relevant program. And as I would have shared with you at the launching in June, there is no exception to the gains and achievements of our societies will accrue as a result of the Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program and the partnership between the SWTRC and the International Republic Institute. In fact, I recall sharing that my research on the IRI pointed to the compatibility between the UWI Global Campus and the International Republican Institute. The following extract, which I shared, underscores the reason for the existence of the University of the West Indies. Every person wants the ability to control his or her own destiny. No one desires a society in which their political rights are restricted and people have a limited say in the direction of their country. They want to be citizens, not subjects. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased that as Caribbean people, we could establish our own elite university, which has managed to hold its own in the top 3% in the Times Higher Education ranking profile. For over 75 years, we have adhered to our mission to advance learning, create knowledge, and foster innovation for the positive transformation of the Caribbean. As the principal of the Global Campus, I am extremely proud that despite our challenges, we have ensured that the UII's presence is not only in Jamaica, Barbados, or Trinidad and Tobago, but in 14 other countries across the region. This reach and accessibility are unmatched. And as we continue to restructure and reorganize, we will continue to serve the underserved and help to overturn and obliterate the socialization and culture of enslavement. We will continue to stand as a beacon of freedom for the suppressed and oppressed peoples of the world. My dear participants, as I ruminate on the outcomes of this critical program, I am happy to say that my hopes for the future of the region have been raised. Congratulations on achieving this goal. The skills which you have acquired will serve you for the rest of your lives, both personally and professionally, and one might add publicly for those who are so inclined. I wish to also encourage you to never stop learning. Engaging in continuous learning, the ongoing pursuit of knowledge, will produce powerful results. Can you imagine if you never add to what you have learned? You are encouraged to stay informed with what is going on in the world around us. That is, be globally aware and well-grounded in your regional identity, and be socially, culturally, and environmentally responsible. Two of the 7 key attributes of the UWI graduates. As you prepare to take on leadership roles in organizations and groups, I want to say to you that no matter where life takes you, please remember to engage in honest communication, do the right thing at all times, always have a positive attitude, always serve with excellence, and use your voice to create change to help make our world a better place. Your voice is a powerful tool. I wish to thank the Social Work Training and Research Center and the International Republican Institute for being considerate and caring to the needs of our talented youth. I am certain that once appropriately engaged, these youth will become the change agents that our societies hanker after in order to move closer to the ideal of peaceful, gentle, prosperous, and safe civilizations, which are built upon a framework of equity, justice, integrity, democracy, fairness, and which eschews injustice, unfairness, dictatorship, exploitation, and corruption. Let us be clear and pellucid. The leaders who perpetuate the latter ills do not usually belong to the 18 or 35 years age cohort. It is to our youth that we must now repose our hopes for a brighter future. I submit hearty congratulations to the SWTRC for the work it has been doing for the past 61 years. I urge you to take much comfort in the fact that you are changing our societies for the better. Congratulations once again to all the participants who have successfully completed this program. We celebrate with you, and we are very proud of your accomplishment, and you also ought to be proud of yourselves. I sincerely believe that you have benefited from an excellent program. Finally, allow me to reiterate the UWI Global Campus's continued commitment to such initiatives, especially when they affect the vital sectors of our region, countries, towns, communities, villages, and hamlets. I would have said at the launching, and I will say it again this evening, I am not aware what the barriers of constraints are. But as Pro-Vice Chancellor and Principal, I hope I am not getting ahead of myself by strongly urging that the Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program be extended to all our participating countries, not just Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. Because we could all benefit from the boon of its harvest, rest assured that the senior management team of the Global Campus firmly supports this initiative. Best wishes for a successful ceremony. May God bless us all. Thank you. This is from our principal.
Reducing the stigma, promoting inclusivity.
Are you aware of the neurodivergent population in Trinidad and Tobago? Well, walk with us as we learn how to engage with neurodivergent persons. Our campaign aims to 1. Reduce the stigma that neurodivergent persons experience in Trinidad and Tobago and promote understanding of their conditions. 2. To educate persons about the appropriate and non-derogatory terms that are to be used when addressing the neurodivergent population. And 3, to provide persons with the necessary information and resources that are available for treatment and diagnosis for varying issues. This campaign uses different techniques and media to reach our audiences effectively. In Campaign A, we aim to deliver educational material and have conversations with various groups, the Down Syndrome Family Network, Body Walk participants, as well as members of youth clubs in Trinidad and Tobago. And Campaign B, we decided to develop an informative and engaging social media campaign with relatable content. We focus on educational awareness, reducing the stigma, personal stories, availability of external services, and contact information for advocacy and other support.
Join us in making the neurodivergent population feel included and loved in Trinidad and Tobago.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you just got a taste. You just got a taste of what the participants have outputted for their projects. And you will see throughout the evening's program what it is that they've done. So this group was the education group in Trinidad and Tobago. Give them a round of applause for me, please. I now invite Mr. Roger Mitchell, Resident Program Manager of Haiti and the Caribbean of the International Republican Institute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We gather here tonight to celebrate a remarkable journey, a journey of learning, growth, and empowerment. I stand here delighted and really deeply honored to be able to address all of you, the second cohort of the Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program. You are not just graduates, you are now alumni of the CYF network and also part of the larger family of IRI and UE beneficiaries around the world. I extend my profound gratitude to our esteemed guest tonight, Dr. Francis Severin, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Principal of the UE Global Campus, Ms. Althea Gordon, Campus Registrar of the UE Global Campus, and the Honorable Fable Williams, Minister of Education and Youth of Jamaica. Thank you for being with us very much tonight. We live in a world that is constantly evolving. The challenges we face today are quite extraordinary, from the complex webs of populism and authoritarianism to the daunting tasks of climate change. The challenges require not just solutions, but visionaries who can steer us towards a brighter future. Democracy, despite its imperfections, remains the best system we have for fostering change and upholding human dignity. You, as young leaders, are the embodiment of this democratic spirit. Your understanding of the role of government and policy is not just academic. It is also a powerful tool to positively impact lives. The International Republican Institute, IRI, is committed to developing programs like this one that foster democracy around the world. Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago have vibrant democracies, but they can only remain so If competent and honest young individuals like yourselves continue to take up leadership positions, defend the rule of law, and advocate for policies that benefit all of society. Each one of you has shown an insatiable hunger for change. You are not just dreamers, you are doers. The skills you've honed in leadership, public policy, communication, and others are more than just tools for your career. They are instruments that you can use to transform our societies. I want to take a moment also to recognize where we are tonight, the University of the West Indies. For over 70 years, UWI has not just been an educational institution, it has been a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of regional integration and cooperation in the Caribbean. Your journey here is part of that illustrious legacy. I also want to thank a few esteemed individuals who have been instrumental in making this program. Ms. Rita Buchanan, head of the Social Work Training and Research Center, the entire SWTRC team, Antoinette, Sarah, and all of the staff, and of course, our invaluable facilitators who were with you throughout the course. Your vision and tireless commitment were instrumental in the success of this program. To our graduates from Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago, you are stepping into a world brimming with possibilities. As you move forward, carry with you the lessons learned from this program, but also the connections that you forged. Use your skills not just in your respective structures and careers, but as means to ignite change in every corner of society and wherever life may take you. Remember, you're not just shaping policies and leading initiatives, you are shaping lives and building nations. Your voice, your action, and your vision have the power to transform our world. As you embark on this chapter, I urge you to hold fast to your ideals, to be bold with your aspirations and relentless in your pursuit of a better world. The path ahead may be fraught with challenges, but it is also ripe with opportunities that you are all uniquely equipped to seize. Congratulations, graduates. The future is not just something you inherit, it is something you create. I have no doubt that you will create a future that is bright, equitable, and full of hope. Thank you, and I look forward to talking with a lot of you at the end of this evening.
Jamaicans Awaken for Meaningful Democratic Empowerment, Jamming Project, is a dynamic initiative with a bold vision to ignite and rejuvenate civic engagement in national discourse. An innovative strategy is employed to seamlessly combine immersive school tours that raise awareness about the intricate workings of government, parliamentary procedures, and the roles of members of parliament and local authorities. The core mission is to demystify government operations, making them accessible and relatable to Jamaican youths. The project engages critical thematic areas such as civic engagement, youth participation, and democratic values. Young people will be given a forum to articulate their views on the operations of government and to be able to register through legitimate outlets their views and aspirations for Jamaica. The pinnacle of the campaign is the launch of a groundbreaking Jamming mobile app, a gateway to indispensable governance resources and information in bite sizes. The Jamming app serves as a catalyst, empowering youths to immerse themselves in the procedural operation of government, obtain news and updates, engage in discussion forums and digital petitions, as well as to launch youth online polls, among other capabilities.
Good afternoon, everyone, or good evening, I should say. Good evening, everyone. All right, so I will embrace the protocols that were established. Let me acknowledge the leadership of CYF and all of you who are graduating this afternoon. Thank you for your invitation to share in today's closing ceremony for the second Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program. It is truly a pleasure to be in the company of such promising and accomplished individuals. Let me say, I'm sorry to have delayed your function. I had to dash here from another graduation. And you know, the traffic from downtown, and then we got here and it wasn't straightforward to get here. Sorry. But I'm here. So I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the organizers, the IRI and the UWI Global Campus for extending this invitation. I'm moved by your commitment to empowering the youth of Jamaica and the wider Caribbean. And it is heartening to witness the culmination of the 4-month journey that these young leaders have undertaken. As you know, this year's CYF program, with its hybrid coursework, covered pivotal areas such as leadership, public policy, advocacy, and communication. And I'm sure this has equipped you with invaluable skills and knowledge. I'm particularly impressed by the dedication and passion displayed by all of you as young individuals. The IRI's commitment to democracy development in the Caribbean is highly commendable. The Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program in particular stands as proof of the Institute's dedication to nurturing the political leadership of young Caribbean leaders. The success of the program is evident in the achievements of the fellows, and I hope from the different countries. I'm pleased to note that in 2023, the program is being expanded to include other countries, other young leaders from the Dominican Republic and other countries in the region. The efforts of the International Republican Institute in the Caribbean, as you know, extend beyond youth leadership program. The Alliance for Development in Democracy and its initiatives, such as the upcoming regional forum, showcases a commitment to economic integration, multilateral solutions, and a host of other issues. I applaud the collaborative approach involving government, the private sector, civil society, and academia in developing a pro-democracy agenda. Earlier on, I listened closely to Roger. He talked about just the, I think, the assault on democracy that we're seeing in several countries. Here in Jamaica, we'd like to preserve our democracy. We want to strengthen it. We want to move it from where we are to ensuring that all our citizens in Jamaica understand the value of what we have and are committed to even making it better. As we reflect on the achievements of this organization over the years, let us also recognize the vital role of each of you as youth leaders. You play an important role in shaping the future of our nation. Your dedication to community development, your innovative solutions, and your commitment to democratic values are beacons of hope for a brighter tomorrow. And in saying the word a brighter tomorrow, I'm reminded that I should just talk to you a little bit about the transformation that is happening in the education sector in Jamaica. We are on a significant campaign to raise awareness and to showcase the work of the Ministry of Education and Youth. We call that campaign TREND, Transforming Education for National Development. And it looks at, well, not just it looks at, it's a result of a very in-depth interrogation of the education sector in Jamaica, led by one of our very own who piloted this study along with other stakeholders across Jamaica. The report that was handed over to the Prime Minister has 365 recommendations. We're already down the wicket with almost 100 of those kind of working simultaneously on them. And the first pillar of transformation, the first of 7 in terms of how we've organized it, is governance. Right, yeah, in terms of looking at how the education sector is managed, the leadership, looking at the legislation, you know, the Education Act, the Education Regulation, those date back many decades. It's about bringing those into the 21st century. I know it's going to take a lot of time to get done just because legislation takes some time, but we are committed to doing it. The other pillars look at teacher training, the curriculum development, early childhood institutions, financing of education, tertiary sector, TVET, how we fully integrate that into our high schools. And, you know, those are the pillars under how we are organized in order to carry out the work. And so in your program of study, it's very relevant to transformation in education. It's very relevant to the country and where we are in 2023 as we look in the future as to where we're heading. You know that Jamaica is on a path to becoming a republic. It's going to take longer than other countries just because there are many things that are deeply entrenched in our constitution that really need lots of conversations and working out. And Minister Malahoo Fort is leading that effort. She's been keeping the nation up to date as to where we are, and I hope you've been listening to the conversations as well. The world is at a place and time in which communication is transmitted in nanoseconds. We here in Jamaica, we know what's happening halfway around the world in no time. That's because of social media. You know, it's not edited. Anybody can put up whatever they think on social media, and in seconds, somebody's reacting to what somebody wrote who is 1,000 miles away. So we're in a different world, a changed world. When I compare a world today versus the one in which I grew up, it is miles apart, so very different. And so we have to have different conversations now in how we engage our young people and in how we help to direct them. So thank you. I look forward to witnessing the continued success and impact of you, our exceptional youth leaders. May you all continue to inspire and be inspired on your remarkable journey. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. A few words that came up through your speech: interrogation, and the matter of time in creating policies and creating change. Let us not be so taken up with the quick trends and understand that everything we do must be intentional and must come with a deep commitment to follow through, or else we're spinning 360 and not making any movement. So I thank the participants for choosing to be in this program. We pray that what you have learned and the networks that you've created will allow for those meaningful changes to take place. Do not think it's overnight. It will not be.
An advocacy challenge is to sensitize and educate farmers and participants of the Youth Agricultural Homestead Program, YAP for short, about the threat to water quality, human health, and aquatic ecosystems by algal blooms in water, arising from unsafe agricultural practices, particularly agricultural runoff. Algal blooms are one of the consequences of climate change. Warm waters and high nutrient concentrations from the overuse of fertilizers, keeping livestock near water supplies, and agricultural runoff are reported contributory factors. Some algae can produce toxins which may accumulate in the tissue of aquatic organisms, pass along food chains, and possibly cause food poisoning. The Institute of Marine Affairs indicated in 2022 that algal blooms were reported on all coasts of Trinidad and Tobago. In March 2023, local news, including the Guardian newspaper, stated that algal blooms were blamed for the failure of the DeSalGad, the Desalination Company of Trinidad and Tobago plant, and the ability of the Water and Sewage Authority, WASA, to supply sufficient potable water. This education and sensitization project uses social media, flyers, and the use of a spoken word to primarily target farmers and participants in the Youth Agricultural Homestead Program, thereby promoting positive change.
That was Environment Trinidad and Tobago. Let's give them a round of applause. One of the things that we challenged our participants is to be creative. And this group chose an unusual medium, which was a spoken word. And we want to take an example of that. And we're going to ask Carlissa de Vertuil to join us now and to do our spoken word on the matter of ocean suffocation. We go to Trinidad and Tobago.
Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Good evening, Jamaica. All protocols observed. My spoken word is entitled Ocean Suffocation. I believe that Mother Nature went on vacation and left a dragon. Imagine the kind of land now we have to drag on. Coals from its mouth we step on. This dragon licked us with its tongue of fire and flame, set ablaze to the yellow brick road that led to the earth's destruction and pain. They say that the earth has music for those that are listening. A rhythmic drumming of the floodwaters beating, trying to send a warning, strumming of the ocean as it meets the shore and sings how much it adores to erode it. The wind sings with a howling tune like wolves to the moon to prowl us from committing sins. The sound of waves gagged by white plastic bags, bound at the bottom by white bottles and cartons, turtles drowning in eutrophicated waters, but you deserve a trophy for nutrient accumulation. The ocean's children choke on the smoke of our forefathers' inventions, suffocating on the white caps and straws, but we pass the baton blame like it's a relay race, trying to make it past the finish line before our actions catch up to us so we can leave it for the next generation. The oceans and rivers are trees. A green scenery of algal blooms booming over the sunlight to shun light from its users to hide its victims from plain view. The ocean is me and you. Take a deep breath in and out. Allow the nitrogen to deplete your oxygen and let the toxins cushion your lungs. Our children will long for the day where they won't have to worry about ocean suffocation. Thank you.
Breathe in, breathe out, let the nitrogen. Carlissa, amazing. Thank you so much. As we see here, education is a must. We can talk about democracy, but we have to tie the things together to make the change. I remember back in the 80s, there was this sign up, a purple one with this man behind bars, and talked about what were the fines for polluting. Back then, I complained. Now we are drowning. And it's because we are not tying education to the policies and the legislations that we have. People, let's work together and make the change. We are asking now, we will have a video from Health Group Jamaica, and then we will have highlights of the Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program by Ms. Rita Buchanan. So this group focused on sexual health and reproduction as their advocacy theme and topic. We unfortunately do not have the sound to match it. Hopefully later it can be fixed, but we'll move ahead and ask Ms. Rita Buchanan to come with highlights of the program.
The Honorable Favor Williams, Roger Mitchell, representative from the IRI, our campus registrar, Alethea Gordon, my apologies, the voice, Mrs. Cecile Minot, from the CSPR, other senior members of the University of the West Indies, members of IRI Online, graduates, special guests, good evening, everyone. I'm going to ask, my apologies. You see, I just came back from vacation, so we're going to liven up the room a little. You're going to help me. I want the graduates to say something. We've all been quiet all evening. Make some noise, Jamaica and Trinidad. Yes, yes. You know, the highlight, I want our representatives and our funders to know, or minister to know, that we're full of vibes, right? I've seen it online. I've seen it at your advocacy presentations and your programs that you've put together. You are a vibrant set, and we can see some of it in the video, so that's why I want to make some noise. And as I speak and highlight different aspects, if you feel like making some noise, make some noise, right? Okay, great. Okay, so I'm pleased to stand here this evening to just share with you a few highlights of the Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program. The Social Work Training and Research Center was established to develop people so that they may make impactful change, and this program is an important part of our legacy now. Since 1962 to present, we have done training programs, research, outreach activities, and therefore when Roger Mitchell approached me regarding this opportunity to implement an iteration of the Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program, without hesitation, we decided to apply. We had to apply. And we thought, okay, we're hoping we get this funding so that our Jamaican young persons and our young persons in Trinidad and Tobago may get this opportunity to learn, to, just develop their skills, their passion. And I tell you, I was a part of the committee that selected these persons. And I tell you, when you read the applications, somebody helped remind me, we had over 300 applications, over 400. Thank you, Antoinette. And we only could select 100. It was a difficult thing. I tell you, our young people in the region are impressive, And so I want you not to take for granted that you not only were accepted, but that you're sitting here with us this evening, having gone through this rigorous program. So make some noise for yourselves again. Okay. So the program was a dynamic one with facilitated sessions, tutorials, field trip, the culminating activity, which was your advocacy campaign. Some of you had plans, some of you actually implemented some of those programs that we see. And I can tell you, our esteemed guests, they're very impressed with the apps and the different things that you created in the short space of time. I myself was really impressed with the work that you did. So the facilitated sessions covered key topics such as leadership and management essentials, strategic communication, public policy and advocacy practice, entrepreneurship and innovation, and proposal writing and project management. So the facilitations took place online and facilitated students having interactive and riveting discussions. I sat in on some of them. I unfortunately couldn't sit on all of them, but I know there was a lot of passion coming from you. I could see it, I could hear it. There were some heated discussions and I see some of you smiling because you're remembering when you spoke and you were like, we need to do this. And I tell you, I think we're in good hands. I remember keenly the breakout rooms and the passionate discourse in relation to creating policy recommendations related to child marriages or marijuana use, discussing factors that enhance or prevent effective teamwork, and discussing particular academic articles. There were also tutorial sessions. Originally, we were supposed to have 10 hours, but I know some tutorial leaders went into 30 odd or maybe even more hours. Some of you got a chance to go to conferences. Some of you got the opportunity to go to different workshops, and there was, a lot of different things. Just to share that the tutorial groups were divided into gender. You've seen some presentations from that. Health. Yes, make the noise. Education, physical environment and climate change, governance and democracy. Yes, yes. And you all had to present some advocacy campaign papers and develop your idea and implement. Some of you didn't get to the implementation stage because of difficulties. And don't worry about it. We know that you will get there, because we're hoping that you will sustain the work that you started. Some of you had some excellent ideas, and I was like, wow, if only we could get the funding to continue some more for you to further develop. And it's possible, okay? So some highlights from the tutorial is that we've seen from various video presentations this evening that you had your idea, you developed the project, and we had the honor of witnessing the implementation of, for example, I remember the gender discussion. I guess gender is represented here on gender-based violence, and they partnered with a number of NGOs. I think you had it right here in this room. And your seminar was under the theme, man, tell me, victim, perpetrator solution. Okay. The education group in Trinidad, and I think we saw some of that just now, did a project bringing awareness to issues related to neurodivergent issues, working with Down Syndrome Family Network, and that group attended Down Syndrome Family Network workshop. They participated in a body walk. I've never heard of this before, but it was very interesting based on the presentation we saw. And of course, you will see a whole lot more from the video. The health group, I remember, engaged in data collection with an online focus group on sexual and reproductive health. Yes. But what is impressive, I can't speak to all of them because you all did impressive work. And overall, I think your facilitators were impressed, your tutors were impressed with the amount of work you were able to do. And you highlighted how we could help people, how we could solve problems in practical and science-guided, research-guided ways. You also had guest speakers. I don't know how many of you were at those sessions. You really had a nice lineup of guest speakers. Yes. And I hope, Roger, you can help me here with the name. Juan Manuel Perez Celo, something like that. Okay. And he's president of IRI's Generation Democracy Global Youth Network. You guys remember that one? Yes. Okay, great. Shared his advocacy journey and gave us useful advice on working with the government. We also had Ambassador Gabby Vasquez, that's IRI board member and former US ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations agencies. And this was a fireside chat to talk about Jamaica, Trinidad, Dominican Republic participants. I think you all came together to learn, and I think that was an awesome opportunity. He also shared his experience. The chat ended with a call to action and a call to network across the region and within the different countries, where they had to create a WhatsApp group, right, with participants from each island. I hope you have that going still. Did you start it? Yes, okay. And they had discussions through text messages, voice notes, or groups. Mr. Lawman Lynch, who thankfully is here with us today. Mr. Lawman Lynch, an alumni of ours, I should say, and chairman of the Lawman Lynch Foundation, right? And many other things in the diaspora, and who is very key with helping us here at the center. And he encouraged, what did he talk about? No, taking up space. Yes, that one, yes. Right, Trinidad, I'm waiting to hear from you as well. You can open your mic and participate. Okay, so Mr. Lawman Lynch spoke about taking up space wherever you go, making yourself known and expanding your reach and how to do that. And it was an excellent presentation as well. And then we also had Shivani, you see, Sunaran, okay. And she spoke to students on design thinking and idea generation, which is an important one when you're trying to create advocacy campaigns. So you had some really key guest speakers along with your facilitators and the tutorials. And then we had some additional activities. And you were engaged in a ton of content, receiving content, creating content. And we had a pitch competition, we like to call it, where you presented your ideas, you shared your advocacy plans and projects using spoken word, as we heard just now. You had skits and videos, and you used other medium. And the projects, as I said, were quite impressive. And I think our founder, Roger, said to me that, particularly impressed with how the group handled themselves, and of course, the tutorial leaders, when you were trying to make the decision about who had the most impactful project, and it was a difficult one. And there was also a social media competition where you had to make some noise, yes. You had to get the people of Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica and other parts of the world, I anticipate, to vote for your idea and for your advocacy campaign, the one that they think was most impactful. And of course, you will hear who won that competition in a little while. Okay? And that's just for Jamaica. Remember Trinidad. Trinidad, make some noise. Trinidad, you're very quiet, but we know Trinidad is there listening. Because that's Steve Cobb. I agree. And I'll say, if you go to our Instagram and Facebook page, for those of you who didn't get a chance to vote or anything, the videos are still there for you to view in your own time some of that work that went on. So please go back and look at some of the work. So in October, there was a 1-week competition. What happened here? You're able to vote on your favorite group, and you used your videos and your photographs, and you were just advertising your project to the rest of the world to say, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we think is important. And then there was a field trip. And this trip, I believe, was so engaging. We had Trinidad and Tobago, and that group went to Parliament. And they had when we got the video from that, I don't know if we're going to have time to share that, but they literally learned so much about the process of democracy and what was happening in Trinidad and Tobago through that Parliament visit. And the Jamaica participants went to the Legal Reform Department under the Ministry of Justice. And I hear that that visit was also very impactful. Fiery. Okay, what did you talk about? A lot of things. All right, okay. So I know Trinidad won't be able to hear you, but Trinidad is hearing.
No, they're not hearing.
I think the mic is going to be a challenge. But I know Trinidad, when they get their chance to speak, because we have the testimonials coming, they will tell us about it. Thank you so much. You said a mouthful. I can't repeat all of that, but processes and parliamentary processes, digitization of laws and all of these things. And these were new to you. Wonderful. I love to hear that this is new learning. It's not just about, doing the same things that you're learning everywhere else. It was very practical. It was very hands-on. And I believe that all participants were be able to understand the policy process in their respective countries, as well as network with other colleagues in the program. So in closing, I want to say that this program has great potential. And I know that we all, including your facilitators and tutors, have benefited through expansion of knowledge and exposure, greater understanding of policy development and service and advocacy planning. And I'm pleased to say congratulations to all of you for coming and seeing yourself to the end. I'm sure you had a lot of challenges, some of you with work and family and so many other things that come at us. I congratulate you for staying the course and for actually completing at this time. And so I look forward to seeing all of you making your impact and change in the world, because I know I've seen some of you already, and I know I'll see a whole lot more from you. Congratulations.
I can see that we are all excited. I wish I could get Trinidad online, because I know so they are all so excited. I'm here on my phone talking with many individuals online. They can't wait till the big finale. But, it was so far from what I saw from pictures and just anecdotal, you looked as if you absolutely enjoyed this program. I'm proud of that, but I'm much more proud of you and for putting in the work and staying the course. 5 months of this course, 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock at night, tired. Some of you have babies, all sorts of stuff. Business running with your 9-to-5 job on the side. So I know, thank you so much for all the hard work that you have put in. We'll now look at another video, and this is coming from Environment and Climate Change Jamaica.
Jamaicans have nowhere for themselves. We are living in between waters, and we have no access to a beach.
Beach access has become an issue of public concern in Jamaica due to increasing privatization of beaches, resulting in the loss of free access to our beautiful sandy shores. In addition to beach privatization, the impacts of environmental degradation and climate change create additional barriers to locals accessing our beaches. The Who Feels It Knows It campaign aims to educate the public about their current beach access rights and empower them to advocate for free access and use of prime beaches. This will include influencing the government to amend the Beach Control Act with a view to amend or totally abolish the law to recognize community-based right to accessing the beaches, as well as to promote an integrated beach management approach, including a variety of stakeholders. Join us in our campaign, Who Feels It Knows It, to see free beach access for locals being enshrined in Jamaican law as a general right for all Jamaicans and for local communities to be empowered to manage their beaches.
Now it's time to hear your voice, and we will have a testimonial from Trinidad and Tobago. I'll ask Kavish Suidial to join us. He's a member of the Governance and Democracy Group.
Good evening to specially invited guests, all those joining us via the YouTube and Zoom link, and most importantly to our youth leaders. My name is Kavish Sudial, and I have been actively involved in politics since 2019. Earlier this year, due to situations beyond my control, I would have been diagnosed with MDD, major depression disorder. MDD is a common mental disorder that involves a depressed mood or loss of pleasure or interest in activities for long periods of time. Being diagnosed with MDD and spending 14 days in hospital made me realize that life has more to it. You may ask yourself why I'm sharing this with you. And the answer is quite simple. Being considered a youth leader, I've always felt as though I needed to be strong at all times and couldn't be seen as weak. However, I was wrong. Depression has no boundaries based on status or positions we hold. As youth leaders, it is okay to take a break. It is okay to ask for help. Sometimes all we need is a break and something to reignite our passion. The Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program served that purpose for me. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunities that this program has given me. It has been a transforming trip encompassing a wide range of topics that are clearly important for our future endeavors. The program's comprehensive character, covering all aspects of leadership, has provided me with vital abilities and insights that will surely impact the course of my personal and professional life. As we ponder the value of our alliance, we must acknowledge the enormous impact it has on our future of our respective countries. Youth are not only tomorrow's leaders, they are the architects of a greater and more progressive future now. This program instilled in us a sense of responsibility and purpose, knowing that the leadership torch has been transferred to capable hands. One of the most rewarding aspects of this experience has been the overpowering sense of serenity that has surrounded me, knowing that the future of our country is in the hands of a generation of leaders who are not only talented but also caring. The participants' camaraderie and shared goal have established a collective feeling of purpose, supporting the belief that positive change is not only possible but also unavoidable when pushed by passionate and determined individuals. Added to that, this program has acted as a catalyst for the establishment of new ties that have gone beyond the confines of a purely professional network. What began as collaborations and partnerships has grown into a family of like-minded individuals, each with their own set of abilities and viewpoints. The genuine strength of our leadership is found in our ability to interact, learn from one another, and double our effect. Each young leader in attendance today offers a unique combination of abilities and attributes. Observing the variety of skills and interests that each person has is encouraging. Our shared experience has served as a living example of the strength of unity in diversity. As members has also been carved out in a unique role and add to the patchwork of leadership that is being created because of our partnership. In closing, let us commemorate this momentous occasion as a tribute to limitless opportunities that await our generation, as well as a recognition of the collaboration between the International Republican Institute and the University of the West Indies. May we keep growing as a team, cultivate deep connections, and proudly hold the torch, knowing that the future is in capable hands. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kavish. It's amazing that I was speaking with another participant and we found similarities in that you keep yourself busy, you keep yourself focused on something of meaning, and it allows you to propel yourself to continue despite the challenges that you are facing. So thank you, Kavish, for sharing your story and showing that by adding a voice to the issues we have, we are also a part of the change. Thank you so much. So we'll now have a video from Health TNT, and then I'll ask Sharika Meeks Perkins to come and give her testimonial from Jamaica.
Non-communicable diseases, also known as NCDs, are a group of conditions that are not mainly caused by an acute infection, result in long-term health consequences, and often create a need for long-term treatment and care. These diseases include diabetes, obesity, hypertension, cancers, visual diseases such as glaucoma, Alzheimer's, and many more. They are a plague to our society. They infest our friends, families, and co-workers alike. NCDs account for 62% of fatalities in Trinidad and Tobago each year. More than half of the population has at least 3 risk factors for NCDs. However, many people find it difficult to adopt healthy lives. In addition, recent studies have shown that persons with NCDs also have a higher risk for depression. Trinidad and Tobago is rated 21st in the world for the highest rates of depression and is ranked 3rd in the English-speaking Caribbean for the highest rates of suicide. Individuals suffering from mental illnesses may self-medicate with cigarettes and alcohol, which not only contribute to NCDs via the nervous system, but also have a negative impact on sensory reward systems, leading to despair and anxiety. Physical inactivity and a poor diet are also risk factors for both NCDs and mental illnesses and are both serious concerns. It is the goal of the Caribbean Youth Fellowship 2 Health Group of Trinidad and Tobago to raise awareness of persons with NCDs at risk for depression within TNT. We will inform you via updates on our social media page, TYFP_Health Group on Instagram. There you will receive information on the causes, consequences, and solutions to living a lifestyle that minimizes your risk for developing an NCD and/or depression. Our team consists of an eager group of advocates: Ariel Hussein, Jeremy Ennis, Jaron Elder, Darren Williams, Nathan Namku, and Aliyah Abdul Wadud. Help us in our mission of making a healthier Trinidad and Tobago.
Pick them up, man. Give them another round of applause. While the video was playing, I could see some heads wagging and shaking, saying, "Oh, I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all." Right. So here we go again. It's a part of building awareness and sharing and participating in the change. Thank you for all the groups for what you have done. I'll now ask Sharika Perkins, member of the Education Jamaica group, to come forward and share her testimonial.
All protocol observed. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. As we stand here today on the brink of a new chapter, I am humbled and honored to reflect upon the incredible journey we've shared through the Caribbean Youth Fellowship Program. This journey has been transformative, enlightening, and a true testament to the power of education, advocacy, and responsibility. Throughout this program, we embark on a journey that traverses various domains, from sessions of communication basics, presentation techniques, to strategic communication and social media campaigns. We delved into the intricacies of policy development, entrepreneurship and innovation, proposal writing, and project management. Each session was not merely an academic exercise, but a dynamic canvas where theories met real-world challenges. The heart of this experience was our engagement in the tutorial sessions, where we were placed into groups and guided by knowledgeable tutors in the realms of gender, education, disability, human rights, politics, community engagement, and environmental advocacy. These sessions were crucial where our ideas, dreams, advocacy, aspirations for change were forged into tangible advocacy campaigns aimed at addressing challenges within our communities. The pinnacle of our effort was the implementation phase, where each group meticulously crafted action plans seeking the nod of approval, both from our esteemed tutors and the CYF project team. The advocacy campaign implementations, whether in the physical or digital spaces, represented our commitment to the effecting meaningful change. The excitement crescendos as we prepared to present our advocacy campaign to the esteemed panel. Additionally, the opportunity to create short videos discussing our projects for the People's Choice Award not only amplified our passion, but also displayed our dedication to amplifying our voices through social media platforms. Undoubtedly, the journey was not limited to academic pursuits. We had the privilege to visit the House of Parliament, an experience that was the beacon of civic responsibility, enlightening us about the legislative process and our roles within a democratic society. As we move forward, I must commend the dedication and support of the facilitators, the CYF project team, and the Social Work and Training Center. Their commitment and guidance made this journey a memorable and enlightening one. I am immensely grateful for the opportunity to participate in the monitoring and evaluation process, providing feedback to improve the future iteration of this program. This program has not only expanded our knowledge, but also nurtured within us a sense of responsibility towards our society. In closing, let us carry forward the lessons learned, the connections made, the zeal of positive change. Let's be the change makers, the advocates, the leaders of our communities, and what our country really needs. Thank you, everyone who made this journey an exceptional one. Here's to the CYF program and to the boundless possibilities it has unveiled for each one of us here today.
Thank you so much, Sharika. I like how you make sure to declare that you are the change maker. That's what we wanted, right, Roger? Awesome. Mission accomplished first. You change your mind and then you move forward. Thank you. We'll now have the advocacy campaign video for Gender Jamaica.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us journey through this advocacy campaign as we explore man, the victim, the perpetrator, and the solution, gender-based violence. According to a Jamaica Observer article, a local study found that 70% of domestic disputes are centered around finances than to the perpetrator, a familiar perspective of gender-based violence. But did you know that 1 in 4 women experience intimate partner violence? Strange but real. Did you know that some men believe that women deserve to be beaten? Let us today unite, men and women together. We fight gender-based violence. Yes, indeed, men, you are also a part of the solution. We are change makers. We are visionaries. We are a part of the mission to end gender-based violence. But you are not alone in this fight against gender-based violence. Join Reverend Jason Downer, Marjay Harris, and Mr. Nashon Miller in the fight as men together we fight gender-based violence. Journey with me now to being a part of the solution. Let us together promote awareness. Together we can. A face-to-face session was held on October 12th. Here are some highlights.
Children shifting practices of our children shifting practices. Girls are far more likely than boys to be sexually abused and trafficked, even pimped by parents and other relatives in Jamaica when poverty hits the family.
It was a jam-packed session of conversation and insights as we explored a plethora of perspectives and we discussed the topic extensively.
The victim that men face, it's almost like men face. It's almost like, don't spend too much time looking at that. Let's look at how it affects all of us. True. But narrow it down on us. Context of gender parity. We know that.
Our diverse panel included Woman Inc., Marjay Harris of Brethren Life, Patricia Sutherland, PMP Women's Movement, and Reverend Jason Downer of Men of God Against Violence and Abuse. The forum was a success with riveting conversations looming even after the session. Going forward, we hope to implement gender ambassadors in university students. See you as we continue this legacy and fulfill this journey. Man, the victim, perpetrator, and the solution.
It's not
You are most welcome, Gender. I'm telling you, if you were here, you would have been overwhelmed by the passion with which the forum, I mean, like some of the panelists was almost as if they were ready to go at each other. But it was meaningful dialogue in which they were trying to share different perspectives, allowing persons to see your side. And even if you can't agree on a particular issue, you still agree to be a part of the
fight gender-based violence. Yes, indeed, men, you are also a part of the solution.
to recognize all the participants of the program
are a part
after the ceremony.
mission to end gender-based violence.
So we will just stay the course.
Join Reverend Jason Downer,
5 long months, over 40 hours of facilitated sessions, over 10 hours of tutorial sessions, in addition to the extra work they had to do to create the social media campaign, prepare their advocacy. Awesome job, guys.
Face-to-face session was held on October 12th. Here are some highlights.
Let us meet the Jamaican participants.
Of our children shifting practices. Girls are far more likely than boys to be sexually abused and trafficked, even pimped by parents and other relatives in Jamaica when poverty hits the family.
Oh, that sounded we were in church a while ago. I could have swear me here on amen. Donor. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's meet our Jamaican participants. we had 428 applications. We narrowed it down to 100, 15 Trinidad, 15 Jamaica. Here are our participants. Akeem Cummings, Alexandra Garrell, Aaliyah Hall, Amanda Bradley, Amanda Day, Charlene Jackson, Siobhan Moore Minot, Clayton Bolton, Dana Atkinson, Daniel Campbell, Darvion Ricketts, Davian Mack, enough, Ishmael Douglas, Javon Mott, Jaden Wolf, Janae McPherson, Jody Ann Reed, Khalil Hutchinson, Katrina Chin, Mama C, Carice Oakley Williams, Lauren Crary, Leon Sams, Maya Williams, Marissa Davis, Moya Clark, Odane Brooks, Regine Murray, Rushane Farron, Sashanda Bailey, Sean Palmer, Sharika Perkins, Sashana Kogel, Shervashnavi Dushmak Lingala, Stephen Francis, Tajay Wallen, Tamoy Campbell, Tajana Taylor, Termaria Daniels, Terrence Brooks, Tiara Murray, Todd Aslam, Tyrese Thompson. These are our Jamaican participants. Let's give them a round of applause. TNT, you let me know what? All right, so let's go. So we have Alex Morris, Alicia Ali, Aliyah Abdul Wudud, Aliyah Alexis, Aliyah Jackson, Anicia Bradshaw, Ariel Oseen, Crystal Paris. I hope some noise going around here in Trinidad, you know. Arian Williams, Deja Davis, Dylan Barron, Dr. Jeremy Ennis, Jaron Elder, Joanna Glasgow, Janelle Johnson, Joshua Murray, Kamala Rambaran, Karina Samaru, Kavish Suidial, Carlissa Dervutuil, Kevin Samaru, Khadijah Khan, Latifa Holder, Latoya Alsop, Makeda Castellano, Melanie Garib, Maya Smith, Nathan Nanku, Nikita Charles, and Jamil Webb, Rome Mitchell, Roshane Ferron, Sahara Lee Maharaj, Shawnee Richards, Shanika Curtin, Salil Marie Collins, Stephanie Baldeo Singh, Tedian Kwamina, Timothy Fraser, Tyrese George. Please give a round of applause to our Trinidadian participants. A lot of people like to think that our islands are small, but I want to thank the participants who pushed. We had participants from St. Elizabeth, St. Anne. For those who know, that's like 2 or 4 hour drive. And they participated and made sure that they even participated in the face-to-face tutorials. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Several persons fell ill. Several persons had challenges. In awe of your effort. Congratulations. CYF2 participants. Awesome job. Khalil Marie, please get ready. We will now have a performance from her. But as she comes to the stage, let's have the video from Education Jamaica.
that video. And we're here thinking.
This call for a rewind selector. All right, we're back on screen. Trinidad, hope you're feeling all right over there. Nicole? Awesome. So Education Jamaica once again.
I'm sure we all saw that video. And we're here thinking, are we really trying to help our youth? Are we doing enough? What else is there to do? Well, my friends, I can tell you, young leaders empowered to take action for peace. That's where it's at. Why Leap? Why Leap is not just a campaign. It's a transformative movement aimed at shaping the destiny of Jamaica by empowering its youth. The name Why Leap encapsulates the essence of our mission, positioning young Jamaicans as active architects of peace and progress. The catchy acronym Why Leap reinforces the idea that they are not mere observers, but active participants in shaping Jamaica's destiny. Our mission is at the heart of what we do. It is the unwavering commitment to actively engage, educate, and empower the vibrant youth of our community. Through dynamic peace education programs, impactful community initiatives, and a fruitful partnership, we are igniting the spark of resilience, the compassion within our future leaders. You know what? Some people may think that we are just coming up with random initiatives, doing random things just for a buzz or for a like. But my friends, it's actually the opposite. Let me give you some facts. In 2005, Jamaica had a record number of annual homicide with a rate of 63.0 per 100,000 inhabitants, which is more than 3 times the global average. Not only that, young males between the ages of 15 to 29 are disproportionately represented as both victims and perpetrators of violence. To add to that, in 2002, this demographic group was responsible for 80% of the violent crimes, 75% of the murders, and 98% of all major crimes committed in Jamaica. We really need to do something about this. We really need to help our youths. Why Leap is the initiative to do it.
Awesome. Let's give Education Jamaica a round of applause.
55% of those arrested were males under the age of 25.
A lot of research went into that. And we hope that the advocacy campaign that you have developed will not stay in paper form, but actually move. As Minister said, it's not about a quick trend. It's about a lifelong process. Thank you so much, Education Jamaica. Let's give them another round of applause. And I see Salil Marie is ready. Let's give her a round of applause, please.
Yeah, music was it? No, we don't have it. They might have it there. Listen, do you have the music? Right now.
Looks good.
Salil, I got your back. We'll play the audio from here, okay? So here we have Never Enough, the rendition by Salil. Are you hearing Salil?
No.
Okay. Can we get it a cappella? Gotta pivot sometimes.
If I play the audio here on my phone, you'll hear it.
All right, so what we'll do in the meantime, to get ready, we'll play the video by Governance and Democracy, TNT.
Introducing Island Citizen, an app that empowers and educates young adults aged 18 to 35 about responsible citizenship. In an ever-evolving world, civic engagement is crucial, and Island Citizen bridges the knowledge gap. This user-friendly platform simplifies voting procedures, explores ministerial rules, and provides essential country knowledge. Through engaging content and informative tutorials, it equips the next generation with the skills to make informed choices during elections, understand government officials' rules, and grasp core national knowledge. Download Island Citizen today and take the first step towards becoming a responsible, informed citizen. Together, let's create a nation, region, and world we want to see.
Congratulations, Governance TNT. Great minds think alike. The Governance Jamaica also focus on an app. We're moving with the technology of our time to get to our particular audiences. Salil, we're just going to move to our special awards and then we'll take your performance at the end. I know a lot of persons have been waiting for this moment. My phone has been blowing up all day. Thank you so much, Honorable Favor Williams. All right, so we have 3 awards for this evening. And we'll just do a quick rundown of what it's all about. So the first is the Valuable Participation Award, which seeks to identify the participant who displayed strong leadership skills and contributed well to the execution of assigned tasks, particularly for the development of the advocacy campaign, project execution, and implementation of the social media campaign. Participants were selected by vote by their fellow advocacy tutorial group mates, and the tutor interface with the group and individuals on a one-on-one basis. The votes for the team members had to coincide with the nominations made by the tutor for the top valuable participant of each group. Let's see if Trinidad is ready. So I'll take Jamaica first, and then we'll go to Trinidad. Nicole, please be on standby. So for Jamaica, we had 5 advocacy groups. And our first awardee for the evening for education is Sharika Perkins. We'll ask Ms. Buchanan to present these awards. Okay, for gender, Jamaica, the winner is Soshana Kogel. Let me tell you, there were so many ties that, as I said, it took the tutors to be the deciding factor. And at times, I still had to ring the tutors to say, here, what is only one person can get this, please. All right. Governance and Democracy, O'Dane Brooks. O'Dane, your work hard, you know, man. Awesome job. Okay. I see many phones out. Somebody please help me. Because we have a competitive tutor by the name of Never Charlton. It must be recorded this evening for the choice of Health Jamaica, Termario Daniels. Congratulations. And physical environment and climate change, we have as the valuable participant, Chevany Moore Minot. So I guess like the Oscars, Chevany is not here, so I will accept the award on her behalf. All right, Nicole, your time to issue your valuable participant awards.
Good evening again, like Jamaica. We would have had a valuable participants award from each of our groups. And they are as follows. We would have had Nathan Nanku. And we would ask Dr. Charles to please distribute the special award.
Just to let you know that we have Dr. Teresa Charles handing out the awards on our behalf. She's an e-tutor and an academic advisor of the Global Campus.
For democracy and governance, we had the TIFA holder. I'm sorry, education. Education, I'm sorry. And for governance and democracy, we had Soleil Marie Coleman. And for environmental, we had Calissa Devatile. And our gender participant and winner is not here this evening, Jonelle Johnson.
Thank you. I'm going to ask Mr. Mitchell to come forward to hand out the People's Choice Advocacy Campaign. Now, this aspect of the Caribbean Youth Fellowship sought to integrate the content of the 5 modules of the program into a practical manner. The social media campaign engenders communication, innovation, creativity, and advocacy practice. Advocacy groups were asked to use social media in a bid to capture the target audience's attention and elicit interaction during a 1-week period. The online campaigns run from October 23 to 27 on the Social Work Training and Research Center social media handles on Facebook and Instagram. To identify the People's Advocacy Choice, we turn to the analytics, looked at instances of interaction, and each instance was counted as 1 vote. A total of 5,070 instances of interaction, whether through likes or comments. We have the winner for Jamaica. Man, victim, perpetrator. I must share this, that their campaign did not end. Wow. Their campaign did not end on the 27th of October. They still continue, that even at the beginning of IDVOR, International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women, that they still were posting content. This seems as if they are in it, not just to win it, but to change the minds and the lifestyle of people of Jamaica. We will give out the awards. So Nicole, get ready. Dorian Reed. Okay. Tiara Murray. Your Kodak moment. Katrina Chin, Mama C. She recently got an award. Can you share what that was for again? Congratulations. We now call Regine Murray. Soshana Kogel. Jaden Wolf? No. And Sean Palmer? Not here? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Gender Jamaica. Nicole, off to you in TNT.
Yes, thank you so much, Antoinette. And for our People's Choice Award, it went to, drum roll, environmental groups. Yes, you all would have gotten the most social media votes, so you are the winner.
Nicole, I think you're doing
Out of our hands.
a Miss World right there.
Analytics.
Let's go back and look at that paper, baby. People's Choice Award.
Yes, Charles, come up again to help us with our awards. Thank you. And the members of this group are Anicia Bradshaw,
Nicole.
That's not every time. She's here? All right, and the other person, Makeda, is not here as well. Okay, so thank you very much. Instagram, Facebook, and across the social media.
The audio.
Let's Please not end. Getting up. Away.
I see we love that show. Okay. And you know what's so apt about it is that that song was in itself was advocacy campaign itself for accepting differences. Awesome. Great choice, Salil. All right, so now we go to the final award of the evening, the best advocacy campaign. Now, this one sought to identify the project that spoke to the core of the issues and responses that the group wished to educate and engender within their target audiences, as well as adequately incorporated the concept, skills, tools, and processes from the facilitated sessions. To score this, we use weighted averages of 2 assessment tools to account for the varying degrees of importance of the numbers in a data set. The advocacy campaign plan was given a weight of 70% of the total score, while the pitch presentation was given a weight of 30%. The plans and pitches were judged on campaign goals, target audience analysis, campaign strategy, impact and results, and overall quality. It was a tough choice, but we have to go by the numbers. And so the best advocacy campaign, Jamaica, is gender. Due to time, and you got to call that moment, we'll allow Trinidad to go ahead. So congratulations, gender. Awesome job. Nicole?
No. Thank you very much. And we are very pleased to also announce our Best Advocacy Campaign Award, which will be presented to Island Citizen. The members of this group would have comprised of Shawnee Richards, Melanie Garrett, Aaliyah Jackson, Roderick Mohammed, Latoya Armstrong, Karima Samaru, not here. Stolen Marie Collins, Nikita Charles. Tavish Swidial.
No, they don't have to speak.
Thank you very much, Dr. Charles. Antoinette, back to you.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you, Dr. Charles. Thank you, Roger Mitchell, for helping us to give these awards. And congratulations to all the groups. Whether you received an award, yes or no, congratulations. You did fabulous. But before our evening ends, we would like to present a special award. I'm going to ask Rita Buchanan to come for that. For a gentleman that has not left out the SWTRC. He was here as a special presenter for CYF, but he has been around for many years. So the People's Advocate, Lawman Lynch, please step forward.
And I must say, come along. I think Antoinette kind of said everything already. But when we celebrated our 60th, so this gift has been waiting at our office for almost a year. It is 1 year, yes. This gentleman stepped in at a moment when we needed it most to plan our 60th anniversary dinner at the Jamaica Pegasus. That was only one of the many opportunities we had to say thank you. But I think it's the first time we're doing it publicly. So thank you so much for supporting us, for supporting the project. Many of you know Lawman Lynch is a worker. It's true, right? Yes. And he believes in the youth. And so we're glad he could fly all the way from New York just for this program again. Thank you, Lawman. We love you and we appreciate you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. And we continue with the thank you. So I'll just give the vote of thanks. We have a long list of persons. So we just want to thank the SWTRC team led by Ms. Buchanan. We have Sarah Bailey Belafonte, Heather Leverage, Donna Reynolds, Shalicia Williams, Vic Marine Stevenson, Rondell Davis. Yours truly, Antoinette. We have the interns, Ranique Young and Talitha Thorpe. Thank you so much for your assistance. For TNT, Nicole and Gabriella. When we came up with that job description, we couldn't understand what you were signing up for, but thank you. International Republican Institute, awesome. It's a wonderful collaboration. We look forward to many more for the many changes that can come through this project. To our specially invited guests, Dr. Francis Severin, Honorable Minister Favour Williams, Honorable Minister Foster Cummings, the Minister of Education in Trinidad and Tobago. He should have been here, but an emergency came up. We thank him for his support throughout the program. We want to thank the facilitators, Heather Gallimore for leadership and management, Jolene Romain for communication, Title Aaron for policy, public policy development, Ryan Bayer project management, Sajad Ahmed entrepreneurship. Our tutors for gender, we had Stacey Ann Smith. Gender and Health in Trinidad was Marcus Kisoon. For Health and Education Jamaica was Neville Charlton. Education Trinidad, Tamika Lynch. For Governance and Democracy, we had Akil Ordain in Trinidad, and he's in the room right now, Akil. Awesome job. And Damian Gordon, Jamaica. For Physical Environment, we have Claire Dufour, Trinidad, and Tracy Edwards, Jamaica. Our presenters of our special sessions, Lawman, Ambassador Vasquez, Ms. Shivani Sunarayan. Our Global Campus Administrative and technical support staff, Mrs. Cecile Minot, Mr. Gregory Jennings, Michelle McIntosh, who was a part of the selection of you wonderful people. Thank you so much. Karen McIntosh, Robert Tucker, Patrick Johnson, Richard Barth, Marcia Reed, Aura Prescott, Maria Alfia, Senior Bennett Davis, Richard Wallen, Dylan Doyle, Janelle Brown. And we also want to thank the UWI St. Augustine School of Education for hosting us this evening in Trinidad. And of course, your family and friends for supporting you throughout this period. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. If I did not call your name, our hearts are still with you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming out and celebrating with us. It was a wonderful evening. Let's party.
Let's party.
Hi, as we get ready to leave, I just wanted to say thank you to our tutors. Thank you very much for the work. With our participants, we have seen the growth, and we know that it will only come about because of your dedication to the program. So thank you very much. And that being said, we have a little token of appreciation for each of you. And Ms. Charles, Dr. Charles, oh, I can't make that mistake again. Recently minted, newly given. The certificate is not even printed. How to the table from coming out of graduation. That's to tell you how new. So I don't want to make that mistake and say Miss Dr. Charles, right? So thank you all very much, participants. It was lovely meeting all of you. I'm looking forward to hopefully see you all at another program. Not this one, maybe something else. Yeah. All right. All the best and have a good night. We are going to close now. So we'll ask Dr. Charles and the tutors to just go down to the back and get your meals. And then I'm going to give you all your tokens. And then we are going to have the certificate distribution. Yes.
So you're invited to dine. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.